I like to see. My thought. But I know we break up.
Yeah. Let's see. If I can put one thing that we have.
I don't know what it's, you know, that
Yeah, I mean, I
it would be nice to know that.
We have 10 invested. Looks like we have
Well, I'll get that information.
right around 4.
That's what we're comparing apples to apples.
Yeah,
How many more
I mean,
payments?
my ask about it,
One more
Yeah.
after this month.
so we compare both of them.
They were just trying to offload that on you, weren't they? Someone else ordered it.
Well, not really. I mean, they weren't trying to off, I mean, he was cutting us a deal because it was actually built for another county and then they backed out. Just I stopped in there and said, it was ready and
So convenient timing.
I haven't dealt with right equipment. Here in the county, but I mean, they just happened to stop in last week, so I was like, oh, you're here.
Yeah, I think to be fair, it's my thought. Did they, you know, Zimmer did extend warranty, see if they did lease this to.
Yeah, or I showed up with.
No. What's everybody else think?
I don't see the harm in checking, but they would.
No, I mean, do or die right now, if they sell this. I mean, I'm talking to
Is this something?
the right equipment.
To me,
I never really
to
know,
me,
right?
to me, if you buy the John Deere, you buy it outright, because it's a better piece of equipment, it's gonna last longer.
Wait till next year.
If you're gonna lease something
We
like
can't
this.
even do it at a dinner. It was my vote years. We can't do anything. It'll be off.
I would think the John Deere is just they use.
If they would hold the price.
They give us a $1, I don't put this in.
Well,
It's almost, that's mine.
Then it's almost. That's what. You have a better piece of John Deere.
Yeah.
But if you buy the.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah.
I bet they got extended warranty.
Yeah, we got to John Deere.
Whether you buy or lease.
Well, you gotta buy, then you gotta buy.
Buy.
Mm.
You gotta buy that warranty.
Yeah.
If you buy it, with the warranty. Yeah.
Spend money well spent on the equipment anymore. With the emissions and everything else you did.
What are you gonna do with
You
that?
only get a year or 2 year warranty with that.
Yeah, you get your regular, most of them.
Yeah, but I'm like that data system around.
Most of them. Well,
Or just do that around for next break.
Can't anymore. We try to take it off and it just shuts down, won't run. No fire program.
Oh, there are people who do.
Yeah.
About 25
so the warranty on the
You can get rid of it.
blower,
Is this a John Deere?
this is just the mower,
Plus it's.
7870.
Jerry there, until 25.
Is that for a 5 year?
And then. For like 2,500.
Sorry, this says for the John Deere tractor, 7870 total, 72 months, that's it. 3,000 hours.
Kelly, what's Michael have? August 15th. Has he got half an hour to talk to us for the budget?
Yeah,
Oh,
Connie said to kind of
Take open the
cut it
commissioners'
down a little bit, yeah, there's commissioners council right there and then.
How about
And then.
I make a motion to table this now? We'll talk about it during the budget hearing with all the numbers, and we'll continue to talk throughout the course of the next 2 weeks. I'll offer that to you.
I'd like to be able to put it in the budget. Would you be safe that month when the warranty runs out on January 1st?
I can't. I couldn't say that, I don't know.
It'd just be a lot easier to do it through the budget.
Yeah.
By the time we would do anything right now, it would be,
We don't have another public meeting till September, and then it would be, doing another additional, it's gonna be October.
I mean, it's probably. If we did do the budget, I mean, you're probably still looking, probably time on this tractor, get a bill. Probably still looking at.
Yeah.
So either way, I mean,
it would be easier through us to get that.
When you talk to him, can you ask if we're looking at putting it in the budget, if we had a down payment, would they, I mean, would they go ahead and get it ordered, or do you have to put anything down to get it ordered, or? So if you can find out,
We have,
Well, if you get past September, he doesn't need it, he'll spray.
well, then maybe you can find out how long the wait time.
you know, we still mow a lot of trees in the winter time.
Yeah, that's true.
all right. We're good.
It's a judge.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's on,
Thanks, Michael.
he's on the
No
phone.
problem, thank you.
All right. Back to the judge.
Go ahead, Judge.
We lost him, Caleb. Lost him again.
Have him call. Everything runs on the internet.
Oh.
It's
Yeah. There he is.
Are you there, Judge?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I wasn't able to hear anyone very well, so I don't know how well we'll be able to have a discussion, but everyone got my letter. I came to my office a few weeks ago to find furniture. Had come off the wall and it smashed into the other furniture. And so that got me wondering about the finishing in my office. And I discovered then that there was no plan to really finish my office or do the carpet in the courthouse. And so, I'm paying out of the probation users fees to get the carpet finished and to get the furniture so that my office is, functional. And I've worked that out with Bert, but it also occurred to me, I spoke to other elected officials, that there's no plan to fix the carpet. And I also understood that Commissioner Hoffman had suggested that we do this, and I echo the sentiment. Number one, the current carpet is, and not in good condition at all. All they need to do is come to someone significantly worn for and torn, and has significant wear and tear. It's over 2 decades old. No one can even tell me when it was put in exactly.
Yeah.
And there should have been a plan to replace the carpet at some point, regardless of whether there was a building project or not. And so we have the oldest working courthouse in the state. We beat out Orange County. I think it's something we should be proud of. And I agree with Commissioner Hoffman that we need to fix it. Now, I think the luxury vinyl tile that we put in other parts, that we put in the sheriff's department, would be ideal. It would last longer, it would be easier to maintain, and then we wouldn't be in this position 20 years from now because it lasts a whole lot longer. But you know, ultimately that's the commissioner's call, but that would be my suggestion. I'd first get into the stuff, he sent that to the auditor. To just do the hallways, it's like 26,000. To do the offices, it's 60-some thousand, it's a little more, and that doesn't include moving, which Tom and I could arrange work crews from the jail to move stuff if necessary to keep those costs down. Bert doesn't think there's any benefit to including him in the project. He doesn't bring any value to it, that we should deal straight with the subcontract. But he did give me that information and he sent it to the auditor. So that's my 2 cents on this issue. Again, I spelled out more detail in the letter. But I think it's something that should be addressed before this project. It's only gonna be more expensive in the years to come and it needs to be done. It's overdue as it is. So that's, my position.
I think Connie kind of wanted to let the dust settle from this before we did anything too, so I get a part of it. Yeah, I did get priced.
Yeah, I'm not that-
11 and probably been a year and a half ago now, I guess, I don't know, sure. But we also got pricing for painting too, painting everything and.
Yeah.
I feel like it was, do you remember what it was? I mean, it was like 60 or 70 or, you know, somewhere in there for everything.
Judge, this is Debbie Thomason. What, by putting vinyl flooring in the courtroom, is that gonna, oh, okay.
You already looked at court.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what I thought this was about, the courtroom. Okay, just the, okay. Because I was worried about the sound in there. Okay. Okay, all right.
And I'm paying for the stuff from my office, but this isn't really about my office. This is about.
Right,
I'm paying
okay.
for that on probation usually. So this is, I'm not asking for anything from my office. I'm asking for the.
Right, okay.
On behalf of the court. And I'm not expecting any action tonight. I just knew we were coming to the end of the project. If we
Right.
start the discussion now, it would be too late. And so I just wanted to get it addressed. And then as soon as I heard about the issue, and I would prefer to be there where I could talk to you, I knew everyone in person. And I apologize that that's not the fact, but I plan to be going.
Judge, we have a meeting, commissioners meeting in August 4th. We plan on discussing it then. I know Bill was gonna get with this combination, because he talked to me, like he said, probably a year and a half ago. So he'll get with them and then Monday, August 4th, we'll revisit this.
Well, and with those
But
kind of
we're-
prices, we would need a couple of quotes, yeah.
You know, we agree, I mean, it does, the whole courthouse, all the carpet.
Not able to make out much of that. I apologize. I mean, I just wanted to get the ball rolling and at least get the discussion going on it. Because there's a lot going on and we're getting near the end of the project and I think this would be something that would be important to be addressed now. And I think it's more cost effective to address it now than later.
So Judge, Shane, Coons was talking and said that at the August 4th commissioner meeting that, the commissioners are going to address, looking at the quotes and things.
Okay, great. Thank you all. I appreciate your time. Sorry for all the technical problems.
That's all right.
Right.
Can't
Thanks,
control
Judge.
weather.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But there's the other improvements too with the parking, that's gonna be.
Yeah.
$250,000.
And to me, that aesthetic, we really need to make sure it's done right. Not just throwing asphalt on there.
We should have something together at a last meeting also.
Okay.
For land consultant.
Fingers crossed. I would, Connie had another contact that. Got a name. He'd give her a card or somebody. But. Everybody's busy and it's hard to get anybody to just drop what they're doing and give it a
Right,
price,
yeah.
but. We'll see what they say on Monday.
You know, the irony of this, I was here Wednesday for some movers or something in here. I walked out of the parking lot about 8 o'clock. And that parking lot was absolutely full of Dave O'Mara. Backhoes, steamrollers, everything was in there.
I thought they were ready.
Whoa, what's going on here? I haven't heard anything. they were doing outlying areas in the state in here. Supposed to get a hold of you guys for permission to do that, but. Yeah.
We'll send them a bill.
It just startled me.
Well, you just don't wanna rutting everything out either with that heavy equipment, so.
I'll be wrong.
And we already talked to Mary and Miles, so they're both all over it. And Row, so I know we'll get 3 bids on it. We just need somebody to put it all together, get it biddable. Once they get it biddable, then we can.
Are you guys looking like having like some green space in the middle that you park and?
We can do whatever. I don't know.
I mean, have you been to the jail in Dearborn County? That's what I'm thinking, where they've got like the little gritty middle green space and then they just park one side. Then you have a green space and you park this side. I mean, it is,
Designed both ways.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
I mean, you see everything black out there.
It's just, yeah, it takes away from the building. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get some prices.
okay.
When it was designed, when they designed it, we'll actually be able to look at it.
For some reason, I thought all that was with the building design. None of that was taken care of, so. We spent a lot of money on him for not much.
So, I don't know how a lot.
Okay.
Right. I did have a question. There was $300,000 worth of flooring and pavement. Wait a minute,
No,
money wise,
big thing, we need to
I
watch
don't know.
our budget, because we're getting cut.
Was there money? I didn't think,
$1,000.
I thought he didn't put any of that in that bid. Performance.
no, I'm not,
Oh.
I'm just telling you a ballpark. of-
Oh, what, a ballpark, okay, gotcha.
Flooring, and for that, it's gonna be $350,000.
Yeah, but that's a one-time expense and,
Okay,
It'd be nice if it could be broken up, some this year, some in the budget
Yeah,
for
yeah.
next.
well, I would say the parking lot would be good to start in the spring.
yeah, we've got it, yeah.
I would say the carpet would be in one of you guys, you'd be okay to slide that one in this year.
Yeah,
It should be, if you just didn't want to do the corridors, it wouldn't be that much at all.
Well, what do you think at your courthouse? You would rather, you would think looking at the corridors and not doing the common or the.
No, I.
Like I said, all. Yeah, I would too, you're 20 years of
Yeah.
whatever in this carpet, so.
Just hate, the other thing is that scope creeps, and I would hate to put new carpet in and not paint the interior walls, so that's like another. Whatever, 30 grand.
Might paint all the walls or just bad looking areas or what?
well,
All
when you get everything out of the offices, that's when you wanna paint.
I say you paint it.
Do it at a time. I don't know how else to do it.
20 years. I mean, it's probably been that long since it was done last time, right? Part of it anyway. Remember? Probably been piecemeal, probably.
Some of these, yeah, I would,
think it was everything that
because I know,
parts was done.
yeah, we've had Kelly here doing different parts of
It's
it,
never all like same time.
but, yeah. But like I would say, the auditor's office probably hasn't been painted since it was built, or I mean, before we moved in there from where the
Treasurer's house.
You're
Yeah.
just saying that because of the black mold in the windows? They're horrible.
I think we didn't have that one. No, we didn't have that.
I guess I have a question on this tonight. And I'm interjecting because I know it's not, I turned to be on the agenda, I don't really have much. But I'm thinking about a timeline here. And I'll move back in up here when it's done. But I'm sitting here thinking about the progress of what's happening. I don't think council has a meeting in August. correct?
September, next public meeting.
So when's the soonest that the parking lot will be finished, which would enable me to move back? Because I will be able to, you will be able to accept this project by then. This
Parking lots,
project is done.
parking lots, I mean, just to get on, if it was ready right now, to get on somebody's schedule, probably 6 months or 8 months. Ain't like somebody sitting there going, man, I wish they'd hurry up and get that parking lot, you know, just because, you know, what I mean, nobody's waiting around for work right now. Everybody's a year away.
I said like with all these projects, road projects, it's gonna be hard to get somebody. Unless you get
That's
like
why
private,
my objective is to get land consultants going, so we can get it biddable, get a bid, so it'll be, so it'll be ready in spring.
Where's
It's not.
design? Where's the design,
I mean,
right?
I don't see, well, I guess my.
because they do parking.
I don't see
That's
how
a major thing.
I can move back until the parking. That's not on me, I'm just saying,
Why? What's the hold
how
up?
are we gonna park? You're not gonna get one law enforcement person to park on that side of the building. There's no way, or it'll be so clogged up, it won't.
I mean, there's still gravel out there.
The same what it used to be.
Go look, where are we gonna park 9 cars during the day, Monday through Friday? There isn't any, that's what we were laughing about, the amount of blacktop that has been put out there is good for nothing.
I don't disagree with that.
And parking on Mulberry Street,
I wish they wouldn't even have done anything. But they do what they did.
I agree with you. But I'm just throwing out there what I think's reality. When people come to visit the sheriff's office, the only place there is to park is on Mulberry Street, parallel. When you take away a couple parking places for the public, then you have to find a place to park. Sheriff, chief deputy, the matron, Kara, Jamie, the detective, and then whatever patrol vehicles decide to be here again and now. That's at least 8. Where are we gonna park? There just isn't any. Yeah. It goes back. When you go over here on this side of the building. Well, I mean, just look right now. It's full, and this is all that's here. That whole road. And then if you come here during the day, like today, yesterday, the day before, courthouse employees have started utilizing the full blacktop space, as we should. There's nowhere to park. People show up to visit the courthouse. But you got a couple spots out there. So it's gonna be full. It really is. Just because by simple truth of what this new building eliminated in the way of parking. And so now there isn't any. So to have a cobbled up parking lot that's probably full of nails and who knows what else as it is, and expect that it's gonna work properly, and have court, and have people that are called on jury duty, it's gonna be a train wreck out here at this point. It just will be. No, it will be. So to try to bring the court back here, to bring the sheriff's office back here, without a parking design, it's not gonna work. Now, can I stay where I'm at until springtime? Well, there can't, I mean, got on. But we're gonna accept this building probably by September, and then we won't be using it.
The only other thing you can do is bumper, create your own until springtime and bumper it, buy some bumpers and
Gravel,
we'll each put them on the gravel, then
bring some gravel.
them in the gravel and use it.
Is that the, if what you have, Bert, when you guys sign off on the building, is Bert gonna repair the parking lot to as like new with all gravel and doing all the holes, I assume, right? I assume, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume, okay.
But what I'm saying is right, if it's 6 months, before somebody can get in here, we don't have a force to put temporary gravel in.
Yeah.
For parking, really,
There ain't nobody gonna drop what they're doing and come. Especially it's not designed.
unless we can get somebody in it, quick.
I'm just throwing this out here.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm looking at the calendar. I'm anticipating the building's gonna be done. And then what next, and I mean. The only thing we really have to resolve, you have to resolve, is parking. And I'm just throwing it out there, because I knew what was gonna happen in August, even if you come back with the estimates. You have to come back to council to figure out how to pay for it. They're not gonna be available at all till when? End of September? Is that your next public meeting?
Yeah,
Yep.
October is, we have to do additional.
I think a lot of counties have trouble at Court Date or something, because even Dearborn don't have tons of parking, and I think. If I went to visit Dearborn, I have to park 2 or 3 blocks away, it seems like.
Yeah, we come.
We can have Michael scrape off and bumper and cordon off. At least a walkway over to the sidewalk so people can access the courtroom. There's things we can do temporarily until we get it resolved, so I don't think that's an issue. I think we can do that in a couple months or a month.
For sure.
So if that's your ultimate goal, is to get to where you can park some cruisers here and have court. I don't see any reason why we can't do that we may need, $1,000 to buy some bumpers. I don't think you guys have a problem with that, would you?
$200,000 tons of gravel spread it out in the parking lot. Yeah, works for the meantime.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I see, but I'll be the first to take it. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get out of there and come back up here where we got more space. And we need it. And I think we got ways to go here, get the basement. And it's fixed up shop. So I'm just throwing it out there that I'm looking at the timeline here. And also, I wanted that, just to throw it on the tables, conversation piece, if you think it needs to be discussed, is the old garage out here.
Needs to
Is
go.
it time for it to go?
Yeah.
And if it is, I assume you'd task Michael, what's that? If you choose to destroy it, I guess you gotta do it immediately. Because I don't see it being worth 2 cents. I'm not gonna put anything in it. Windows are busted, the roof's probably leaking.
And we put that in.
What's
new
in,
building out there,
what's
replace.
in it now?
It's a nice one.
It is an eyesore. What's in it?
And for the crosses in there, we're going where it did.
No.
No, they do the new garage. No.
He's not the only one that uses it for
Mattresses
the,
and-
yeah.
That's something the highway can knock
We
down.
built that new one,
Yeah.
that was, we was gonna take it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take him home. That's good.
There's another job for you guys.
I love it.
To
I'll put it
decide.
on the agenda.
No, but we're meeting with land consultants. I mean, I talked to our today, so we went out tomorrow. 60 up. So
What's what the thing? That's what the thing is.
Built the whole design, that whole, like, it is, to do the whole thing, like, space like that. Getting rid of the water, that's gonna be a big
Drainage.
yeah. So,
Something you gotta think about with asphalt too. Late November, he shut the plants down, we don't even get it, right, till March.
Milestone. Milestone, they keep theirs open fairly late. Open fairly
It
early.
gets, so when it gets so cold, they can't.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not project.
I don't think it's around the can get with the mills as much as it is everybody's busy.
Well, when it's cold, the problem is when you put trucks getting it to where you, from the plant. It cools off too much, you can't get it out.
nothing, well,
Yeah. At least when I work the rest of the asshole.
Well, no more Monday.
So was that?
There,
Is that all we had talk?
I've been talking about it.
I can't-
I'm just projecting you.
You're on the agenda, so.
you're up,
I didn't know. I didn't go up here and talk about parking.
you're right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a couple of things, it's that time of year again. Where, and if you recall, And last year, if you're gonna order patrol vehicles, you gotta do it the previous calendar year. They're available, going to be probably in August. And I'd like to buy what I can afford, which is most likely not gonna be 3, we bought, or 4. I'm losing my mind. We bought 4 last time. Probably 2, I'm guessing this time. And with that being the case, I do have, even though I have a line item for that, it does involve the commissioner's blessing on that, and quite honestly, council as well. The method I think is best for us to buy those is in the same manner that we did last time. And that's probably through New Washington. And typically the reminder by how that works is if I was to go ahead and secure these 2 vehicles next month, we could take possession of them, but we wouldn't make first payment until next year. And there's no prepayment and off. So I do have an adequate amount of money. If I had it, it comes from the 41 pay for those, and I'd like to move forward with those. It's either buy them or forget them, because if I don't take them, I'll sell them to somebody else. But I like to move forward with that.
Vertical prices per vehicle, about the same.
And the problem about the same with that, I don't have an exact price yet, and I didn't come here deliberately without an exact price, just because I knew that we have the budget for it. Prices of the vehicles are what they are. I don't know that they went up much, if any. But before I would do that, I would bring those prices to the commissioners and then we would,
They're fully outfitted, right?
well, they have to be out there.
After you buy them?
Yeah.
So this doesn't include that. So.
When you think about me, I said, I have enough money in this year's budget to upfit.
Buy and upfit 2 cruisers.
Can finance the vehicles and pay for the upfit. Already got the money in this year's budget to upfit vehicles. So we don't have to finance that, but we can, if we did the upfitting at the dealer where they do that, that could be rolled into. We don't have to, if we use a different person, like we did last time, then we pay them directly. We just purchase the vehicle and then upfit them. So it's kind of a choice. Last time we went with a local guy for a couple of reasons, he did a good job. And he was a little bit cheaper and he got to him quick. There was, I don't know where they're at this year on that. So I was told about 2 weeks ago that those vehicles were gonna be in, it's probably gonna be August. So guess what, Saturday, and all the things, so.
I'm problem with
I mean, I would have to, what I'd have to do is, you get the dollars together and then the proposed paperwork and then have one of the commissioners. They would either mail it up here or you have to make their sale on the other. Have you sign it.
You don't need a motion, right? Do you need a motion?
I've got the, well, I need your blessing somehow,
Now,
Or tonight or Monday.
tonight or Monday. I thought it was appropriate to bring it up since.
I'll make the motion tonight.
I'm fine.
We need
Yeah,
it.
you got the money.
Is it appropriated in this year's budget already?
What is that? It's part of the interlocal.
Huh?
It's part of the interlocal, 2 cars a year from Dune City. He should have it for this year and yeah, if you want to be kind of one day, so.
Right.
Deb asked if there's money going in the budget, you know, or.
For this year, 2025,
You're my helper.
I have upfit money. But we wouldn't be making any payments until 2026. Well, obviously, I mean, my budget's not approved for 2026. I don't have any reason at all to think that we're not gonna have a 2026 budget that's the same as it was last year and 2040.
Good question, Sharon. Did the interlocal, do the interlocal agreement has the city offered their budget yet to you guys? How do we get that?
It was
budget?
a 2-year,
Wait,
It was
you're
the-
the operating. Sorry.
It was 2 years.
Okay.
yeah,
Which is here.
yeah.
They wouldn't have an agreement to. Further than my terms would have to be redone.
I thought every year, the manual advised me that this is a 2-year.
First one was 2 years.
Now, for what it's worth, and probably would get fair for me to speak on his behalf, but I had pretty frank conversation there, just for a matter of confidence and moving forward with things. And it was more than positive. There was absolutely no reason for me to walk away from that conversation, thinking that this interlocal agreement was going to change anything. I haven't asked the city for more yet. I don't plan on it for 2026. Because I just don't think I should, and I need to get.
It's the
Like,
dispatch, non-emergency
No.
dispatch.
Emergency flash flood. Right, hello.
Did I answer your question, Deb?
I made a motion, did you on the second?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. All in favor? Does council wanna just,
Mayor Commissioners. Because this is a finance,
That's all I want to see.
I guess I'm asking,
When it
That's
comes.
what I'm saying.
this is a finance thing, right?
We would have to see the numbers, but we could anyway.
I think he was in
Ain't
there
nothing.
last year. I think he was just asking
Okay,
their
I just-
blessing, you know, so.
Yeah,
just
that would
oversee.
be in our budget.
And then, right, let him.
Right.
he's
Is
gotta
this for
get-
2 or
he's gotta get
4?
Numbers.
Two.
Two, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay
Move
with 2.
forward in this process.
Would I like to have at least 3? I could, but right now I feel like I need to be confident. And I'll be able to explain that more in the budget here.
Oh, that's what you're looking at?
Yep,
You like him?
much more. It's just a much better. Vehicle that suits us well.
Yeah.
It's got appropriate room in it. I think they're gonna outlast it. So, like, I think
So far, so good, huh?
so far, so good. The other thing I want to discuss is that this is more information,
Mhm.
Now,
Okay.
probably good news, and this is informational. I don't expect this to be potentially effective until we have court in Ohio County again. But I received a very significant offer from a neighbor on Prisoner Alley. It's much more enticing than what we've got now. And I think savings will be significant. I was reaching for 100,000. I don't think I made it quite that close, but still ask for some more changes.
Does that change our day rack?
I don't have an answer for
That's funny.
Just make it uncomfortable.
That's artificial.
You give any directions of J back?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I was just wondering what that does to the community correction J rack we're on.
I don't think it does at all, and I had some questions quite some time ago with the judge about. We have certain people that are in custody that are good candidates for programs. That's not offered other places, and would we still be able to take those people and house them up there? Well, he didn't see any problem with that. I didn't think that would be a very wide move. Looking at this from the big picture of what we're doing to help people. It's just more than just locking people up, of course, that's a judicial thing, that's not me, I'm just, sure. But I didn't want to make a decision to do that and affect what you're talking about, and I don't think it does.
Okay. I feel like it makes it contentious and uncomfortable, maybe, a little bit.
I don't think so. No. That hasn't creeped under the door yet. And I hope it doesn't yet. But business, my opinion. I mean, I really truly think, you know, we do have a really good relationship with our neighbors. And they benefit from it, but somebody else wants our dollars too. But if they're willing to perform the same service for a whole lot less money, no, I can say no, I mean, we foolish.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that's at, but
They're getting ready to have a change in sheriff's too, ain't they?
yes.
That could even change the whole ball game.
No. I don't think we changed the whole ballgame.
I'm just, if you got
It's his
somebody
choice.
else, then
It's his choice, it's the
Yeah.
sheriff's choice. And, but the sheriffs are changing all around us. Because they're terming out everywhere, not really. Anyway, that's just a progress report on. It's kind of nice when somebody's packing on our door, wanting our business instead of the county office,
get some deals that way.
kind of what it looks like.
You take into consideration the extra travel time?
That's
That,
not the same.
It is the same.
so really,
It's quick to get through Lawrenceburg anymore as it used to be.
Things
The light every- everybody.
down there.
It's forever getting through there. ain't it?
It just came to a halt for unnecessary reason. It wasn't Ohio County's choice. So. I think it's well worth it. There'll have to be some consideration to some technical things, like having the movability. So there can be some initial hearings that are held about prisoner transports and that kind of, that was done in the past, it can be done again. So, an update on that, and
so would public defenders from up here go down there, or would we each switch on counties, public defenders, how? Seems like. How's that work?
Back in the day, we did this in 2017, 18, and 19 when I was here. It was all different county court, reporting their people, and it's our people down there.
Cause that's probably that's probably a fee that the county pays for, right? Public defenders.
I think John would be the best person to probably address that potential change.
And we're making sure we're figuring all the costs when we figure. The county. Could
there be additional costs? There could be,
the extra travel?
yes. But we don't know what the are until it's presented.
We're good? So we hit it now.
I think so.
All right, moving on to the third quarter riverboat distribution.
This is the lid that's coming for our second quarter. I think I put the third quarter on there.
What you did?
It's actually the second quarter. I think Debbie, did you want to talk about this a little bit too?
About what?
The lid, about the distribution on the lid. So we received this lid in to like the Port Authority, the Park Board, the Fire Department, Rising Sun Fire, Bear Branch Fire, Life Squad. Then there's some that goes into special needs. The school endowment gets some. That's kind of the ones that are outside of the county. We had talked about the Port Authority dissolving, but we haven't heard anything about that yet.
Well, they had some things with the hangar down there that they're trying to resolve first. But
Yeah.
it is gonna dissolve.
So we didn't know if you wanted us to go ahead and receipt that in, you know, if you guys want to discuss about the riverboat distribution, if you wanted it to be you know, what you wanted to do with it. Keep it the same.
They're dissolving. I don't know that it's beneficial to give them more money.
I thought we resolved this the last meeting. I told Kelly that because I thought Lane offered, you're just gonna spend more money to take it all back.
Right,
So
yeah.
why give it to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't here, I was on phone, so, but yeah. It is something I think we need to look all in all, we know that. Legislation and things are gonna change and we may not get anything. Riverboat. That's why we have to be so careful with getting. What we have left and keeping it for years to come. So. But I would vote not to send it to Port Authority this time. Because we do, I mean, that has been, they're trying to dissolve. That has all been voted on, but because there's a hang up with the hangar and the lease wasn't a very good written lease, they're trying to figure out legally how to take care of that, so.
That was the motion, I'll second it.
Yeah, it was a motion.
I'll second it.
And then that will just go into the county.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
have the distribution thing ready,
Okay.
so I took Port Authority out.
Did everybody agree with that, anybody? I mean, okay.
So,
Yeah,
so who made the motion, Chaz?
and I said.
No, Debbie.
Oh, I
Debbie
made
made
it.
it.
Oh,
There, second.
Then, we need, motion from commissioners also. Okay. No, everybody's got one, they're passing around one that needs to be signed.
All right. What else? Windows updates? Chaz.
Put a grant in for the Regional Foundation, they accepted it, asked us to attend a in-person interview. I extended that offer to anybody in here, don't quote me, 8:20.
Is that the Ed Center? I can come.
It's on 8:20.
Be there.
Connie, it's kind of her baby, so I've extended that offer.
I
to
can be
Connie.
there.
You guys are more than welcome, anybody's more than welcome to come to it, to present, try to get as much money as we can. I asked for all 40,000 for the windows. We're still gonna have to come up with about 18.5 out of somewhere. So we might have to think, because Connie asked for 40 last time and only got 10, if you recall. So we'll cross that dam when we get there, but right now we have to go through the interview process on 8:20 at 1:20 PM.
I think it was already, determined that was gonna come from Coon Cap for the windows,
That would come, that wasn't working,
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
What
That's all.
all are they gonna do for the windows? Are they gonna reglaze them all?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they're gonna take 4 or 5 out at a time, and then the guy
Right.
who's doing the.
I think that was
detention
done when I was auditor, 20 some years ago, I think is the last time we had that done.
Yeah,
center, that was before the black. Yep.
Yeah, before the black mold, yeah.
they're going to, paint them and reglaze them,
Okay,
yeah, so, the quote was for 45,500. And then 12,500 for painting on the windows.
Was Tom Smith, right?
Yeah,
It is, yes, sir.
okay.
That's all.
Okay. Next is the lit discussions.
I just stuck that in there, the lit and the wheel tax, those two in there, just in case you guys wanted to talk about
I think a wheel tax is a must. We don't have money to run our highway department at all. I don't see that we have a choice.
I think we asked Paige, to bring us back what low, medium, and the high is gonna be. High would be $352,000, $80 a vehicle, and minimum was gonna be $7 or $7.50 a vehicle and get us whatever, but hopefully by our meeting in August, she'll bring all those numbers to us.
Didn't she have to wait till like October, what was, there was a delay and it's like to get the numbers they need to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's something they get from DMV and before they can even figure out what that is.
You know what's funny, we don't have to have it, we don't get those lane tax mileage. But nobody knows what that lane tax mileage is, whether we're getting $5 or $1 million, nobody knows what that is. That's all you need the wheel tax for, is to get that additional revenue into the county, and it's called lane mileage tax or lane tax mileage or whatever, but that's the only reason it's required.
Get that additional money, yeah.
We've missed the window for this year. correct?
Right, yeah, and I think for some reason, I'm thinking she said something about October, that she would be able to get more specific figures.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's in my head, but
Yeah, she was guessing.
do you think, is that what you remember? Okay.
So. I mean, I guess we kind of have missed the window because everything has to be in place on or before.
Yeah.
September 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go in effect for January.
So we'd be looking at September next.
But but I mean, it's something that we can go ahead and get ready for next year.
And that's what they
Because,
suggested.
I mean, goodness, yeah,
To go ahead and get it in place so we can start seeing.
but that's where we can't even know how many dollars we're gonna get until they get the BMV stuff.
We've got some roads out there starting to get needs attention.
Yeah, well, we can't even fund them. We're funding around
Yeah,
Riverboat. and We
same.
can't keep doing that.
That's not community crossing's gonna be a slam dunk anymore either.
No, it's not. It's
So-
competitive and it's gonna be, yeah.
I think Kelly kind of got the same information during this week's or last week's AIC conference, didn't you?
Yeah, auditors conference, yeah.
So.
We have to get.
I think the lid now, it's great.
Restraints again.
Commissioners are here. I think there was one element that, they Sam shown throughout last week, that I didn't want to get lost on the commissioners. She asked this, county, we need to increase any sources and all sources of revenue. And specifically, she asked us building permit, home taxes, or, I mean, pennies and dollars. And she even asked that, how long has it been since you guys looked at? Yeah.
Oh, that hasn't been increased, I bet, since I was
I'm just
on.
throwing that out there. She did specifically say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dog tax is $2 for a fixed animal and $4 if it's not fixed, so.
Now that
Very
everybody
minimal.
does it.
Well, yeah.
Most people don't even know they're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Can of worms.
No, they just don't realize it.
Yeah. All right.
Praise the public.
Yeah, that's me. Let me look through this mess and see what I did. No. It was a law that we didn't want. What to do with it. Go ahead and,
In a minute.
yeah, go to the minutes. Let me find it. It's in this paper somewhere.
How's everybody looking at the last month? Anybody see anything wrong, any corrections needed? No, and I get a motion to approve. As written,
I'll make a motion to approve. Or
Yeah.
somebody else did.
have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
I can't sign these.
You are here.
Alright, put that thing, folks.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead to, commissioners.
So, commissioners,
Oh, where's that?
Here.
Yeah. I was looking at
What's up?
Okay.
We're gonna keep on waiting for it to come down the line.
I'll sign your name again.
Sign my name, I'm happy with that.
Right, and,
I didn't even notice that.
Shane, claims.
I'll make a motion on the claims.
Second.
Okay.
Approve the raise that is, that's.
What do I sign?
Not in New Ohio County, multi-hazard mitigation.
While they're talking about that, council meeting, not interrupting anyone, certainly, okay. While talking page, it's in a meeting notes, page shows we're gonna lose 40 in property tax and 500 or so in lit tax. I talked to my colleagues up, council members up in Dearborn County, and Lynn Dead was down here last week as well. And you know what numbers they're throwing around? About 1.5 million each year is their expected loss. So. That's already. Know it was gonna come at that point. Is it still like 350, 360? Is one of the numbers we heard. Our budget this year. You changed it to 500. Changed it from lit office for about 40 grand in property taxes.
Okay.
So, but the lit was pretty significant. That's assuming the economy feels good. If the economy turns medium or south on us, then it can be substantially lower.
All right, John?
Yes, the motion to approve the resolution.
For saying,
No, well, the first one would be for Ohio County adopting the Ohio County multi-hazard mitigation.
okay. Right. Motion?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, one goes to Laura.
And also,
Yes, yeah, just give her one.
yeah, I can sign. The motion to approve the memorandum of understanding utilizing St. Elizabeth contracting rates.
Make motion.
Second.
All right, yeah, just one more thing. Okay. So, Mindy couldn't make it tonight, but she wanted to come back and give you some figures. She went back to Rusty on her, public terminal in there in her office. And he, did come up with a smaller drive. And it says a bit less powerful for $750. She's gonna do installation, will come out of her budget. She's got $300 in equipment expense in her equipment, so she says she'll still need $450. Thank you, John.
Sounds better.
What was the last quote?
$900.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's quite a bit.
He didn't tell you what kind of equipment it's gonna be, did he?
On here, it says a 256 GB SSD.
That's all I have.
And then it says a bit less powerful CPU, 750.
Pretty high. What's to prevent flying the computer outright and setting them up ourselves? She only has one program on her and it's gotta be out of the server, I assume.
Right. Yeah.
Or plug and play, I assume you have another password for the network and everything.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't
Because it
know.
would just be that program should be the only one that would come up.
Yeah, I mean, you have to join the network with it.
Yeah, but
To get another password to use the network. But
I mean, he's always set everything up, so.
Kelly,
Yes,
I don't mean to interrupt, but since we lost funding too, and we can't bring the extra person back, we have an extra computer down there,
okay,
and it's new.
okay,
So the one that we're using now up front that we look up is my old computer,
okay,
but Michelle's is empty, so it just needs to be wiped.
okay.
If that'll help.
I guess we can try it and see if it's new enough. We just have to make sure it's new enough, because that's the whole
do
problem.
you need to get health department
Hmm?
permission to do that though?
I mean, I would talk with them to make sure,
Yeah.
but it's just gonna be,
Sitting there doing
it's
nothing.
gonna be sitting there not doing anything.
Okay.
We only use the other one to do searches and stuff on.
Yeah. So then all we would have is installation cost.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
Then she doesn't know.
yeah,
Good try.
okay,
shouldn't even be installation, should already be on the network.
Randy, same company, Midwest, yeah.
yeah, okay.
So I mean, that
Click
may
the
be
button,
something
yeah.
that,
But you'll charge you
Okay.
$95 to come out. And
but
do
it's,
that.
yeah, it's Michelle's old one.
Okay,
I can click
all
that
right.
button.
I will-
You can click it, okay. that's-
Steve's volunteering to set it up.
I'll be happy.
He did teach me, when I was auditor.
You'll
He
find
taught
out.
me, well, it was his brother that did, but I could run a lot of things myself.
3-minute job, John.
Steve said he'll come out and hook it up. Yeah.
Only when.
Stay on the first highway.
So the only thing that we have is, our audit started this week. Or last week, so we're being audited for our financials for, last year, so just,
Wow, they're caught up.
yeah, just want you guys to know.
Wow, they did it. Yeah, it did take them a while. There you go, but
Donnie, there's a kickoff meeting if you want to attend. Thursday, State Board of Accounts, 9:00.
what do you have?
That's my biggest.
Oh,
Yeah,
The kickoff for this audience,
Oh.
9:00.
and Chaz is there, I mean, he's, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be,
Okay.
especially after having to be off next 2 weeks for surgery. Sucks. No vacation.
that's it. Motion to adjourn.
Good say it. Well, I'll make my motion then. See where you're at. There you go. Motion.
There. Debbie, you any more thinking about you wanted to,
Huh?
you were
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, that's big enough. We don't need, I mean, that's, they didn't have that before. That's plenty. Yeah.
Look some up, they're pretty cheap nowadays.
Yeah, I'm shocked at how, because, you know, and we're getting the top of the line and mine's huge. And, you know, it's $3,000 and I said, good people pay that on a dumb TV. And then have to pay monthly rates to have anything.
In a range, you don't see anything.
I'm ready to go back to the antennas and. To dive into that.
Do we get the new book?
Yeah. Did you not get yours?
No.
Well, ask her, cause she, yeah, mine was sitting here. I don't know, she may have.
I just want to come out. Yeah, mine was here.
Yeah, I see it is. What do you got in your hand? Is that? Oh, that's what you got. Oh, no.
And you'll come in and put the card in. Right here.
Okay. Have you not given her your book? No. Oh, you did? I don't know. Ask her. You may have it now.
He didn't have one from last year.
Oh, no. He wasn't here. Yeah. I'll see you then.
Okay, pretty good call. Just need to get something to pay for. Yeah, a lot of times, yeah, just give me a call. Okay, and you know, leave a message. I don't get through. I have a third version of each here.
Not yet. I forgot to tell everybody, we had some books that we could go ahead and get made. We're waiting on the last minute, so, you know, so we, I'll have to.
I don't know the other thing.
Because you don't want to lose that.
Sure.
I actually used it. I'm waiting on the commissioner.
Okay.
The other one. I wanted to ask you, I don't remember the day on, but there was a